Hey, everybody, I'm finally coming to Louisville. Ricky Pitino's going to be in the house. Maybe. I don't know. Come see me at the Louisville Improv September 21st, 2 shows. September 23rd, 2 shows. And then the real fun show, Sunday, September 23rd. We're going to make it happen. Then, Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee, Tuesday the 25th and Wednesday the 26th. And then, check it out, I'm not done yet. I'm going to get everybody pregnant in Knoxville, Tennessee at Side Splitters Thursday, September 27th. That's my little swing through that part of the country. Louisville, 21st to the 23rd. Nashville, 25th and 26th. Knoxville, the 27th. Everybody's getting pregnant!
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Ryan Sickler, the podcat.
That is the dumbest name ever.
He tried to gloss himself because he was on Talking Shit with Jim and Eddie, and he said, Angie said, "You're so quick," and Ryan goes, "Yeah, man, I'm like a podcast cat," and I said, "You're the fucking podcat."
It's so stupid. I love it. Hey, where's Podcat? Somebody call Podcat.
There's a guy just fell off a fucking elliptical.
Yeah.
He's bleeding out of his ears as the yoga room lets out.
Podcast.
Thank you for coming, Ryan Sickler.
Thank you for having
God,
me.
you make me laugh.
Always
so
fired up to be
hard.
here.
Ryan is the host, co-host of the Crab Feast on Fake Mustache Studios, and he sits down. He goes, "God, I'm so disheveled." And as he's sitting there complaining about being disheveled, he goes to Angie, "Hey, can I get headphones? Can I get some headphones?" And then we get him headphones. He goes, "God, can we get some more light? It's pretty dark in here, guys. It's pretty dark. like you got to look at blueprints. What's going on?"
You made me feel old. I couldn't read my fucking. I had, got some shit written down here. I come prepared, but I can't. I'm over here squinting at
You
it
know
like
why
an old
you
fucking
come
lady.
prepared?
Because I'm a podcat, man.
Yeah, the podcast.
Podcat. OP. Original podcat.
If you send us your emails at jmohr.com, if you tweet me stuff, I don't know how well I can read it on the air because, tweets get lost. There's just a lot of them at once. But this guy asked me not to use his name because he doesn't want to get fired. JJ, your podcast is great. I work in marketing. KB are his initials. Not Kyle Brandt, our friend. KB writes, "I love your podcast. I work in marketing, and a lot of my job is listening to my recorded notes and transcribing the information into a spreadsheet. This week, I realized that I could listen to your podcast, and it would look like I was working as normal. Unfortunately, I listened to the Rob Riggle episode, and it appeared to my Boston coworkers that I was laughing at an Excel document when I was actually laughing at your version of Harvey Keitel in the military. With a bunch of people looking at me, I just shook my head and said, 'These price margins are ridiculous.' I'll know they bought it if I don't get a pink slip or a psyche eval on Monday. Thanks for the free entertainment and God bless you, KB." KB, thank you, bro. That shit was
That's
amazing.
ridiculous,
These price
KB.
margins are ridiculous.
Hilarious. What are you doing, man? Try to figure out how to rap text.
Oh, God. Y'all seen Google Plus? Woo, Google
Funniest
Plus.
shit on the internet, man.
Oh, Google Plus, you are a panic. Ryan Sickler is the guest, host of the Crab Feast
Yes.
with your buddy Jay Larson.
Yes.
How did you and Larson meet?
Stand up years ago. I was asking him, I don't remember specifically where, but Jay just talks to everybody and, he just, he's a lovable dick. I was
Why?
like, this guy's
What?
He'll tell you that. He's that guy, we always talk about it. He's the instigator. He's the guy that if you're at a bar or something, he'll start the fight and then play peacemaker when you're fucking getting beat up by 3
Dude,
dudes.
you know what, dude?
He'll tell you that. He's never been hit in the face. We actually had a fan send a video to us. I retweeted, I couldn't believe it, of him saying, tell Larson to take the punch like this. Let a dude crack him across the face and said, fuck the crab feast. I couldn't believe it.
The guy said it in the video?
No, it had a graphic that came up that said, fuck the crab feast, but he let a dude punch him across the face.
If you guys really want to take it to the next level, let someone punch you in the face, videotape it, and then after they punch you in the face, get up off the floor, and then say into camera, fuck the crab feast, 5 stars. But point to the stars that are circling over your head.
Exactly.
Halloween's coming up, Ryan Sickler. What are you going to be? Do you dress up?
I do sometimes, but it all depends on where I go. I really haven't given my costume much thought. I was thinking possibly Peyton Manning in a wheelchair, like in a Broncos outfit in a wheelchair, but that wheelchair is going to be just, it'll be trouble to get around parties and shit. I have to go to one location pretty much.
Get one of those hovercrafts, those Tom Cruise guy.
The little,
you made me love you.
What are they called? The
get arounds?
Yeah. Get on a get around. That's what I'm going to get on.
And they're just doing donuts in their own kitchen on the linoleum. Like, woo, my life child. Maybe I got no legs because of the sugar.
Speaking of no legs.
But I get around.
Right? I had an argument with these people that were saying that the guy with no legs in the Olympics didn't belong. It was an unfair advantage. Like, bullshit. This guy, okay, first of all,
slow down. There was a guy with no legs in the Olympics?
Yeah, well, half legs, 2 half legs. You don't know this?
It's like that Stephen Wright joke. I saw a guy with fake legs and real feet. I just pictured the bottom half being
This
real.
dude from the knees down had, like, Nike made him. They were, like, graphite legs and feet, and everyone kept saying he had an unfair disadvantage. And it's like...
Unfair advantage.
Correct. Excuse me. Unfair
What was his
advantage.
event? Swimming?
Sprinting.
Sink to the bottom with his
skiing.
fucking titanium legs.
He just put skis on the bottom and went down
He's moving his arms like a freaking psychopath, and he sinks anyway. He's just going, ah!
Look, some people, like you said, legless, just fat. They don't take care of themselves. They're riding around grocery stores on a get-around. This guy has no legs, and he is, not only is he out and doing something with himself, he is competing at a world-class level for sprinters. It was amazing.
How do you make the Olympic team?
It was amazing.
I don't understand how you make the Olympic team how are you allowed in? That's what the Paralympics are for, right?
But he's not paralyzed. That's what everybody.
First time?
He's not paralyzed. Like, you can't. Some people are like, he's Special Olympics. You can't put that guy in the fucking Special Olympics. He obviously could compete on an Olympic world level, and he's not paralyzed. He's. Someone told us it would. I said it before. Like, it would have to be the equivalent of like an amputee Olympics, and I don't know. I forget what they call that. But
Amp Olympics.
Amp Olympics, man. The Amp Cat Olympics.
The walk through the stadium takes forever in the opening ceremonies.
That's terrible. Not if they ran, though, that guy.
They go, and here comes
incredible.
Brazil. And then they about 45 minutes go by, and they go, and here's someone else from Brazil.
Here's the third guy from Brazil.
How do you make the Olympic team with like RoboCop's legs?
Isn't the better question, how do you not with real legs? I think that's a better question. I think a better question will be, how do you not make the Olympics with 2 real legs? Versus how do you make the Olympics with 2 fake legs? I think that's even a better question.
So they said it was completely within the rules of this guy with his hovercraft feet.
Yeah.
To just be springing around.
Yep. I mean, there were some people that spoke out about it, but it's like...
I would.
Why? What the guy
That shit's got springs in it.
There's no spring. There was no spring.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. I ran on him, man. I jumped rope with him for like 18 minutes.
Right when I woke up.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to be in a foot race and you're standing next to a motorcycle. That's something that's made for, that's not the human body pushing its boundaries.
Right, but there was no engine on this guy's. There was nothing else that propelled him forward. It was just, and he didn't win. He didn't get the gold by any, anyway. I don't think
he got the titanium.
He got in it and he competed.
He took his legs off.
There he is right there. Look. Look at him.
All right, we're now looking at a photo. Our friend Alameda, what's our Tumblr friend's name? You'll figure it out. But Angie will get it. Jason Alameda. We'll put a picture of this guy up. It's like when you hoe a garden, it's like the hoe upside down.
It is
sort of like, how would you explain that metal? But you don't know how much bounce.
It's in the shape of a 7 or an L.
An L,
Off
yes,
of an L
7.
coming out of his knees.
A 7 if you're him looking down.
7
it's
if he's doing handstands.
If you're a regular person, it's an.
There you go, man. There you go.
So this guy's got parentheses under his knees.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that's not an unfair advantage?
Look at this. That look like any kind of advantage in life right there? Look at that picture. Does that look like, if you look at that, would you go, that's an unfair advantage?
I don't
Would that
know
ever come into your fucking head?
I don't know.
Never.
Only if it was during an Olympic race where I would say, I don't know how much spring or like what the shocks are like.
What kind of torque you got on them, man? You got regular torque on that?
What's the springs like that in there? You know what I mean? Like there could be like bouncy stuff.
Do you think that thing could get a high ankle sprain?
No.
No, exactly. That may be a benefit. Injury. Maybe injury. Unless the shit tears his knees apart digging up in there like that.
It must chafe. Like if you're just sprinting on knee nubs.
Right. It has to hurt. I mean, you would think about all the shock that goes up into your ass and lower back on something like that. Here he is. Look at him right here. Look. Look at him.
How'd you like to be the guy
Look out,
just
look,
passed?
he's straight
We're
running.
looking at a video of the guy. This hat's going on the Tumblr, but how'd you like to be that guy he just passed?
Yep, like
with
this
2 ambulatory
motherfucker.
legs going, what the fuck? Some fucking robot just passed me.
It's pretty incredible.
So you said it was not an unfair advantage.
I don't think
I'm
that's-
saying it's more, look, if you get kicked out for smoking pot or for taking antihistamines, I saw a guy running Lake Hollywood with one of the, I'm being serious.
One of those.
No, he had two.
He had a roller skate on and a crutch.
He had one, and there was a fish bowl in the middle. He really had it nice. There's a little deck. A little deck
Screened-in
out front.
porch on there.
Yeah. In place for the dog.
Wait,
to go out
so
back.
for real, you saw a guy running?
I saw a guy running up the hill. There's a dog park under the Hollywood sign by Lake Hollywood, and it's like straight up that hill.
Yep.
And this guy was just fucking bouncing like a kangaroo.
Like Walter Payton used to do. Like it was nothing.
Yeah, no headband, no jerry curl. But
No
yeah.
kangaroos either.
No ruse. No ruse.
So you really think that's an unfair advantage? Based on
It's to
the
be
possibility of the spring and that sort of
Well,
stuff.
yeah, I think that, I mean, if you're going to kick people out for taking NyQuil, I think a guy with springs on his feet like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, and yeah, he didn't
He does
win,
bounce like
but
that.
he's going up against like, Usain Bolt,
Yeah.
who's like the actual Flash.
I don't think Usain Bolt gives a fuck about that guy. I don't think. I mean, in regards to worrying about beating him, I'm sure he does as a human being, but
So-
maybe he doesn't. I don't know Usain Bolt.
You ever met an Olympian?
Yes.
Who?
Tua, actually. One, and I got a picture with her gold medal too, and I forget she
Did you
was.
hit that?
She was in. No, back then, probably. I can't remember what Olympics it was. Now it was in the 80s,
Well, who was it?
84 maybe. I can't remember her name. I have to look it up. I have a picture. I'll send it to you. And then I was just on jury duty at the beginning of the year here in wonderful Los Angeles. And at the end of the whole crazy month-long trial, cocaine trial, the judge says, by the way, your district attorney here used to be an Olympian. And we looked her up, and she was a former Olympian.
What was her event?
She was a swimmer. The other lady was an ice skater.
You met an ice skater from the 80s?
Uh-huh. Lillehammer, that's where she was.
Lillehammer.
Lillehammer.
You really still dress up for Halloween as a grown-up?
No, I thought you asked me if I have, do I currently now? No. You asked me what
We
my
were thinking
costume
me,
idea
Nick,
would
and the
be.
baby, we're going to be all like 3 different Elvises. Like the baby, just be blob of shit Elvis with the cape. Because you don't expect
Please
much
let
out of
him
him.
get a cape. Yeah.
But he'll never keep the shades on. My wife said she's definitely going to be like 68 comeback special black leather Elvis. And I'm like,
nice.
so what am I like, just in between Elvis?
Kung Fu, dude. You could be Kung Fu karate Elvis.
Yeah, I just moved the sun, man.
Yep.
God, Elvis. Was so
Where's my gi? Get my gi, man.
Why does Elvis talk like a defensive back from Florida State? Where's my gi? No, you said we were on man-to-man. No, there wasn't no zone. I was out trying to bump and run, huh? What were you, remember that when you had to parade through the school on Halloween? Halloween's coming up. That's why I'm pumping Halloween
Yes.
hard. Oh, by the way, Ryan and I are going to
would
be
dress up
at
if it was a
the
good costume.
Improv. Just through October 4th
Yeah.
through 7th
That's
at
right.
the Irvine Improv. Come check us out, and you can hear us talk nonsense. It'll be fun. Irvine Improv, October 4th through 7th. What do you think? Do you have like do you have a memory of like this Halloween costume is the shit?
I had a bunch. I used to
Really?
a bunch, a handful, but I loved Halloween as a kid. But I remember like my earliest memories of Halloween.
And you are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Hey everybody, I'm finally coming to Louisville. Ricky Pitino's gonna be in the house. Maybe. I don't know. Come see me at the Louisville Improv, September 21st, 2 shows. September 23rd, 2 shows. And then the real fun show. Sunday, September 23rd. We're gonna make it happen. Then, Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee, Tuesday the 25th. And Wednesday the 26th. And then, check it out, I'm not done yet. I'm going to get everybody pregnant in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's Ryan Sickler. Ryan Sickler, the podcat.
That is the dumbest name ever.
He tried to gloss himself because he was on Talking Shit with Jim and Eddie. And he said, Angie said, "You're so quick." And Ryan goes, "Yeah, man, I'm like a podcast cat." And I said, "You're the fucking podcat."
It's so stupid. I love it. Hey, where's Podcat? Somebody call Podcat.
There's a guy just fell off a fucking elliptical. Side Splitters, Thursday, September 27th. That's my little swing to that part of the country. Louisville, 21st to the 23rd. Nashville, 25th and 26th. Knoxville, the 27th. Everybody's getting pregnant!
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts. Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Galson.
But you are blood.
He's bleeding out of his ears as the yoga room lets out.
Podcat.
Thank you for coming, Ryan Sickler.
Thank you for having
God,
me.
you make me laugh so
Always fired up to be
hard.
here.
Ryan is the host, co-host of The Crab Feast on Fake Mustache Studios, and he sits down, he goes, "God, I'm so disheveled." And as he's sitting there complaining about being disheveled, he goes to Angie, "Hey, can I get headphones? Can I get some headphones?" And then we get him headphones, he goes, "God, can we get some more light? It's pretty dark in here, guys. It's pretty dark." like you